Morning, guys. I wanted to come to you really quick with a quick video. I have a house full of children right now, so I need to make it quick because they hungry. Um, but I wanted to come to you addressing the weight loss. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, what am I doing? How am I doing it? And things like that. And I know it may seem like my results are pretty quick. They don't seem quick to me, um, but just a few tips and like pointers on how you can jumpstart a really successful weight loss journey. So, basically, one of the things that I did was I set weekly goals for myself, whether it's between 1 and 2 pounds, and I weigh myself at the beginning of the week, and I make sure that I keep track of my weight. I keep track of my weight because, and I know a lot of people are like against scales, but for me, it helps keep me motivated because if I feel like I've gained like a little bit, I'll jump on it and just be like, hey, Kara, you slipping. A lot of times though, you can't totally trust the scales only because of like water retention and things like that based on the foods that you eat. But weighing yourself first thing in the morning, with as little clothing on as possible, once a week will help you kind of keep and your weight or maintain your weight or, track weight loss. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing is I cut meat from my diet. I still eat seafood or whatever when I do just want something, but I don't eat turkey. I don't eat beef. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat pork. I've just literally been doing fruits, vegetables, and not raw either. I go on Pinterest. I have a Pinterest where I've started to tag. I have a lot of old recipes on there or whatever that have meat, but I've started to tag a lot of recipes that are vegetarian and vegan. I'm not vegan. I do eat eggs, and I do eat cheese occasionally. I'm not big on cheese. My vice is really bread. I can't even say pasta, but more so bread. So that those are things like finding those key things that put weight on you really fast and limiting them or finding a substitute for them. So like because my advice is bread, a healthy alternative is Ezekiel bread instead of everything else, and which is just sprouted grains or whatever. It's healthier for you. It's a healthier alternative. So it's just finding alternatives to the things that you love. Even sweets. When you're wanting something sweet or whatever, do a smoothie. Even though you have to be careful with smoothies because they're packed with calories because you're adding so much stuff in them. But if you monitor what you're adding in them, then, it's not so bad. Also, I eat, throughout the day whenever I'm hungry. I eat whenever I'm not hungry. I don't eat. Period. It's just intuitive eating. It's listening to your body and eating when you're hungry. I'm not talking about I could eat something or I feel like chewing something. When your stomach and your mind and are not kind of in cahoots with one another. So basically, like your stomach doesn't say you're hungry, but your mind is telling you need to eat something. Chew gum. Like that has saved me so much because literally your mind probably just wants that action of chewing or whatever. Get ginger mints. Trader Joe's sells these ginger mints that are the bomb. You probably have to be careful with those too because anything in heavy consumption is not good for you. So everything in moderation and variety is the key. I don't get to work out as often as I want to, but I do have a Fitbit and I track my steps. So tracking your steps is very important because that helps you get in more cardio than you actually think you're getting. And with the Fitbit, it tells me how many calories I'm burning a day. Literally, yesterday I went walking from my office to my parking garage, leaving work. I decided to take the stairs instead of the elevator. By the time I got upstairs and in my car, My baby's spitting. By the time I got upstairs in my car, my heart was still pumping and I was still in a fat burning zone. Now, your fat burning zone may be, mine starts at 92 beats per minute. And so I can always tell because my Fitbit will tell me that I'm in a fat burning zone. I literally stayed in that fat burning zone from the time I left my job to the time that I almost got to my kids to pick my kids up from school. And what I did was, first of all, I was panicking because I was in traffic and I was trying to hurry up and get to them or whatever. So my heart was continuing to race, but I kept my windows up also. And didn't allow like a whole bunch of cool air to get in or whatever. So I kept my windows up and I literally stayed in that fat burning zone. So a lot of times you don't even realize that you're burning fat or whatever, but when you have something to track those things, it helps because then you know, okay, this is what works, this is what doesn't work. You know, I'm getting in this amount of time. And then when you start seeing the progress that you didn't really know you were making, it motivates you to continue to do more. So I just want to encourage you to do something different. You know, if you feel like you've reached a plateau, and then you don't have to like work out like crazy, drive yourself crazy working out just to reach your goals. You don't. It's all in what you eat. It's mostly in what you eat. I'm not saying be inactive because activity is good for your heart and you want a healthy heart. But the two go hand in hand, you know. So for quick results, whatever you have been doing, shock your body and do something totally different. If there are certain vegetables that you don't normally eat in your diet, start incorporating them. And food is not nasty. Healthy food is not nasty. There are seasonings out there. I'm not saying don't salt your food. But when you do salt your food, use either sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Like, there are healthy alternatives. They're out there. No more excuses. Love you guys.